What's up, everybody? It's your girl Q1, and I am finally back. Ooh, I'm sorry, with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode 17, game over. I really hope y'all ain't think I wasn't gonna come with this. Before I start, make sure y'all like and subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video that I drop. Y'all make sure we are really liking the videos so I can just keep me in the algorithm, y'all. And I really ask that y'all just like my videos, like just get my views up and my likes up, and I thank y'all because it's free 99, and that's it. I also want to say thank you to the new subscribers. Thank y'all so much. I really hope y'all like my content. Yeah, we have made it to the end of this season, because who the fuck is Junebug? Okay? Girl. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I'm trying to gather myself, because who the fuck is Junebug? Okay? So, did I say episode 17, game over? So, Portia, Phaedra, Lauren, Portia and Lauren go over to Phaedra's house. She has a spread set out for them, y'all. So, they talk about Londi. Lauren, she says she's numb, and we found out that Lauren was actually on the phone with her when she transitioned. Child, like, girl, you should have been drinking some lick, okay? Anyway, Phaedra, Portia mentioned the pastor, and Phaedra was like, isn't he cute? Phaedra, please, these people mourning. Girl, okay. So, then Phaedra says that she is the usher for heaven. Ma'am, you more like the first lady of hell, okay? Please, Morticia Adams, please get the fuck out of our face, okay? Like, Phaedra get on my nerves, but she funny, okay? She's funny. But that spread did look good, okay? That, y'all, I'm sorry, that spread did look good. So, Portia did let us know that all the girls reached out to her. In her confessional, she talked about Londi, and when she was talking about Londi, she didn't want to cry, because the first thing she did was this. I do that when I'm trying to stop some tears, and I just want us black women to stop being so stoic. Okay, we don't always have to be stoic. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to cry. It's okay. I really wanted to hug, even though she on my nerves. I really wanted to hug her, because yeah, I really felt bad for Portia. Like, I really felt bad for her. Anyway, Phaedra suggests that they do a butterfly release, which I never seen that before. Y'all know we seen doves and, you know, all of the other things, but I've never seen a butterfly release. So I thought that this really was I really thought that this was a good scene, like in real life. So Angela went to go see Dr. Wendy, not Osefo, okay? Dr. Wendy, the white lady, okay? So apparently Dr. Wendy has been her and Charles's marriage counselor since 2017. And she said that it was Dr. Wendy that kept them together. Angela says she stressed out because all of her money is tied into these houses, and it is affecting her marriage. She says that the lesson she learned out of this was to trust Charles when he tells her, hey, don't go into that investment, yada, 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 you know. And so she also talked to Wendy about the situation that happened at the William Sonoma event, with old dude coming up to her telling her about, you know, I seen your husband at my restaurant. So she said that she's good, and at that point she said she was good and that she trusts him. Now, I did see that we usually don't see Angela cry, and for me, I feel like He was wrong for like really going up to that lady with all of this information. Production, whoever sent it, I still feel like it was somebody from production who knew him, or he went to somebody he knew, DM somebody, and production sent him. And I will say this, it is not far-fetched for Angela to accuse these ladies, because they've been coming for this lady marriage since day one. I want to say since the first day we met Angela. Tell us about that baby. I don't like Kelly. Y'all already know. I ain't like her since episode 1. Okay? Episode 1. Anyway, Angela said that basically she want to gather the hoes and make a statement. Don't f with me. Go play with your mammy, but don't play with me. Okay? All right. Yeah. Cause y'all really just can't talk about this lady marriage, and y'all really been coming for this lady marriage. I'm sorry. Like, if we go down the line of every person, I mean, I'm just saying, one husband detained, one went to jail for fraud, then slept with before he went to jail for fraud, he slept with his side piece, then married her while he was in jail. The other one was knocking, I'm not being funny, but was knocking her between the washer and the dryer. The other one lived in the basement. The other two, one couldn't keep up a restaurant, and the other one was a hoe. Divorced him and married a hoe. Okay? And the other one is just a lavender boy. All right? That's all I'm gonna say. I hope I'm not sounding harsh, y'all, but I just want to say that. They have no room to talk about this lady, and this is not talking about. This is not, well. I did mention about Ralph living in the basement, but Drew was really on Angela's side the entire time. You know, they was nick tight in their friendship. So we get to Shamia's showcase. I just want to point out that Shamia has a nice body. Cynthia, we didn't find out. Cynthia with her highlighter outfit, she have a plane to catch, so she getting ready to go to New York for whatever reason. I don't know. Drew is there to give constructive criticism. I don't know who gave her that authority, but my girl left for the constructive criticism, and I'm here for it, but I'm still clock you. Kelly and Britt are arguing. Like, Kelly, at this point, I just need you to stop playing victim and just be honest and upfront why you ditch Britt and get the fuck out of our face. Okay? Like, I had no intentions on taking up for Britt. Okay? 0. But y'all made me, for these last 3 episodes, y'all made me take up for this lady. Okay? Anyway, so Drew was in her confessional shading Shamia about her notes. But overall, Shamia's concert was good. Like, first I thought it was a showcase, but it ended up being a whole concert. Okay? Anyway, Drew was hating a little bit, I feel like. And I like Drew. But I feel like she was hating a little bit. But guess what? We're not going to be mad at that. Because Shamia raggedy ass talked about Drew the entire time and her music. Went on the radio and talked about this lady's stuff first. Okay? So, whatever. I'm telling y'all, she did. Y'all know it. Y'all saw it. So, Shamia shed the piss out of Drew a lot. Okay? About her stuff. Okay? So, whatever you get is what you get, and you don't get to throw a fit. Okay? Britt made a comment in her confessional about Shamia singing. Ma'am, I need you to breathe through your nose first before you can talk about own body and their singing. All right? That's all I'm going to say. Like, now for Drew, I get it. The fun shade, I get it. Britt, So Angela then invites everybody to her gala. Her goal is to feed 100,000 children. And yada, yada, yada. So Kelly and Britt start to argue again. And So Shia, I was like, well, y'all gave Shia all these $100 bills. I think it was what I'm learning, because everybody had one. So I was like, maybe that was like a goodie thing with Shamia's face on it. Baby, let me tell you, that's some rich people stuff. Okay, next time, give me a real $100 bill. Okay, you and HVAC got it. Give me that. All right. Anyway, Shamia thanks everybody for coming. And Shamia said she wished Portia would have been there because I sent her flowers. I called her because we're family. And I just have one question. Are you sure? You sure? In my Karen voice. Okay? If you watch Sisters, then you know. You sure? Anyway, Cynthia, we found out that Cynthia Messy Ass was the one who told Shamia before Shamia's show started that Britt was talking about her to Portia. Okay? And then her stiff old ass decided to go catch a flight after she was being messy. Listen, I need y'all, don't be hard on me when y'all watch this review, because this is what I got. Okay? Anyway, so Britt told Shamia that you did say things about Portia. Okay? And I believe Britt. I don't like Britt, but I believe her because everybody keeps saying the same thing. Anyway, Shamia thinks Britt is jealous of her friendship with Kelly. Now, I will say this: two things can be true at one time. She probably is jealous about this friendship. You came and it seemed like you done swooped her friend up when the aunt would, in reality, Kelly didn't want to be her friend no more because she wasn't that girl and you were that girl. And so Kelly is an opportunist that want to get in where she fit in, and that's just how I call it. And you did show them their messages. I'm sorry. I don't want to. I want to believe Shamia, but the patterns like Shamia had displayed all season long kind of proves our point that. Sorry, y'all. It's next. I'm sorry. Ugh. Kind of proves the point that everybody was making about her, just kind of if she's venting about Portia or if she just flat out talking about Portia. But whatever it is, you still ain't bring it to your friend. And that's just as phony. Like, you keep trying to call Portia out, but you just as phony as her. So, Britt asked Shamia, was she being honest about her daughter being sick? And I was like, that's low, Selena. Okay? Like, yeah. And her baby was sick because I just would have never said that. Now, Shamia was like, she was talking about my daughter. I mean, one could say that. Like y'all, one could really say that, but I just wouldn't have brought that up. Like, that didn't go with whatever y'all was talking about. Whether or not she was lying, that's not for you to say. Like, kids are off limits. Anyway, Drew and Ralph, he asked her to come up. Can he come upstairs, child? So, hold on. So then we get to Britt, and we see Britt. I don't know if she was renting a plane or what, but I was just like, okay, Britt, whatever. So Kelly, we found out, is behind on a Sandy Springs location. She's still not divorced, and it is hard for her to open up anything just because of assets. And as long as she's married, she doesn't want to open up anything. She don't want to have to pay him not a whole ass thing, and I don't blame her. Okay. Anyway, we go back to Drew and Ralph. And I just want to say this. At this point, do you really want to divorce Ralph? That's my first thing. Because the way we don't give a damn about Ralph and his funky ass, okay? The way this nigga finna sit across from you with your op at the reunion and egg you out. Like, we don't give a mammy mother about Ralph and whatever he got going on. Okay? Like, I feel like he needs to be evicted out the damn basement. That's it. That's all. Like, Ralph, Phaedra and Shaq. Okay? So we gonna start calling Shaq Shay Shay. Okay, that's his new name. Alright? Maybe it's his name on here. So we see that he took her to a nice charcuterie, nice little picnic. They had a little charcuterie. Okay, that charcuterie board looked good. Alright. Phaedra said she don't want to marry unless it's Eve's husband. Now, with your friend stealing a husband, and your friend said she want to take another man, take another wife's husband from her, take Angela's, she want Angela's husband. Okay, she didn't say that, but she said what she said about Angela's husband. I just need clarification on that. Like, did you mean you want a white man, or did you mean you wanted Eve's man? It's not even that important, but I just wanted to know. I'm saying all that to say Shaq still clapping them cheeks. All right. So we get down to Britt at her family home and their family Airbnb. Okay. All right, back to the Airbnb, Britt and her family. So she haven't seen her family in over a year, and I'm just like, are you really cool with your family? Like, what was the reason? At this point, it don't matter, because Britt not coming back. She's suing the people. Okay. So we see Britt. Let me point this out. I want to send my condolences to Britt and her family, because y'all remember her grandmother. Y'all know her grandmother. I don't know how long she passed, but it was really recent. So yes, my condolences. So Britt did mention we have an announcement, and she pointed at her stomach. Now that wasn't what sent my antennas up. What sent my antennas up was when they asked her was she pregnant, and it was the way Mike said no. That finally, in his final episode, I seen the lavender in Mike. Okay? I was like, oh. Okay, all right. It just give this my bestie and this my gay bestie, and I'm okay with that, and I'm okay with it. It just what it gave. I wasn't entertaining the people rumors prior, but it's like, okay, all right. So Charles and Angela Foundation. Shamia walking there giving Whitney Houston Queen of the Night. Okay, where is Angela? Angela's on the phone with Drew. I guess she pulling up with Marcus, darling, and I don't know. Then we found out Drew and Angela actually met with Marcus and some dark-skinned dude. Okay, now was that Junebug? Okay, I don't know. I don't know no more. So Kelly and Shamia having a sidebar at the table, and she was like, "Girl, people are uncomfortable with the girl. Shut the up, Kelly. Girl, shut up." Anyway, Cynthia admits to being messy, and I was like, girl. Anyway, Angela was honoring all the people, and I guess sometimes we have to put our big girl panties on and just kind of roll with the punches. But I just want to say that you honored a woman who said she was your husband. But all right, sisterhood, okay. Portia get up there and she talks about Londy. She tears up. I really felt bad for Portia, because then she went down to her seat and she just started to cry. She went to the bathroom and she broke down, like full on broke down. And yeah, you needed to do that, ma'am. Okay, that is you emoting. You don't have to be stoic. So I was really proud of that. Anyway, so Shamia's fanning her. Everybody's around her, fanning her and making sure she's okay. Shamia again gets in her confessional and makes it about herself and their friendship. And I was just like, girl, just console her. Okay? Just console her. So Cynthia claimed when one is in need, all get together. That's a man-made motherfucking lie. Okay? Because I didn't see one person except for, I want to say, maybe Cynthia when it was out on vacation, and Angela, who, Drew, y'all did not rally around Drew. I want to point that out. But when Shamia had that meltdown, when Portia had her meltdown, who else had a damn meltdown? Kelly. Like, y'all rallied around all them hoes, even Britt, when all that stuff happened between her and Kenya. Y'all rallied around all them hoes, but wow, y'all was still stomping on Drew while y'all knew this lady was going through a divorce, defaming her and spreading all kind of rumors on national television about her. Like, I know Drew not everybody's favorite, but if we gonna be a sisterhood to everybody, then everybody deserved that sisterhood. And Drew did not deserve all of that energy that them bitches had. And I really hope for this reunion, she eat them up. Okay? That's all I want to say. So Angela decided to round the ladies up and talk about the Williams-Sonoma event, about Marcus and what happened. And, she said it was funny how the nigga was at Kelly event. And so, ma'am, we are questioning you, ho. Okay, we questioning you. Okay. So she was, I ain't do that. As it wasn't me. I wouldn't do that to you, girl. Okay. So then she thought Britt did it, because her and Britt had been having some back and forward. So Britt was like, well, I'm married. I wouldn't do that to nobody. So Kelly laughed. And y'all, the way Kelly nudged Shamia when Britt was explaining herself to Angela, I was like, well, what was that about? What was that about? Because what was that about? That's I just, yeah, one of y'all did it. I don't know if it was Phaedra. It just, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. So Drew brings Marcus in. Charles see Marcus and was like, nigga, you got to get the fuck up out of here. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta roll up out of here. Roll. Like, when I tell y'all Charles was about to throw his up out of here, Angela was like, trust me. I was like, wait a minute. What is it? I'm sorry, y'all. I was like, okay, I had secondhand embarrassment. I did. I had secondhand embarrassment. So now everybody getting a confessional talking about, yeah, that's why they called Charles the enforcer and this and that. Now hold up. Now at the beginning and throughout the duration of this season, y'all kept talking about how this man was cheating on his wife. Now y'all want to get in y'all confessional talking about, oh yeah, that's why he the enforcer. Girl, y'all and the broom you hoes rolled in on. Okay. Lord. Charles said you lucky. Okay, he said you been touched by an angel, girl, because sorry, y'all. Like, I thought that this whole thing was extremely funny. So Marcus said it was Phaedra, and y'all know how Phaedra makes these faces. I'm actually gonna make a thumbnail. Shout out to Phaedra and her faces. But Marcus makes these Phaedra makes these faces like, what? He said that Phaedra is the godfather of Atlanta, and I was like, what? So Phaedra said she didn't do it, and she said nor would she comfort anyone's marriage. Now Phaedra, you gonna burn in hell for lying, girl, because you really been talking about this lady since you came in 4 episodes ago. Okay? You've been running your damn mouth about her and everybody else. Okay? Anyway, Everybody decided they wanted to take up for Phaedra like she didn't do nothing wrong. Now, she could have, because that's all she's been doing. So one would think that we gonna point all of this in her direction. Yeah, like she didn't make it easy. And so Portia said in her confession that it was a scheme that Ty set up. Okay, so y'all, we flash back on Bertha. Okay, y'all, I wish I had that meme. I wish I had that clip. But my girl said they had the flashback and said it could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bullshit. But I'm sorry, y'all. I love Umberto. Shout out to Umberto. Okay, y'all. I told y'all, they say my girl had a little touch of dementia. Okay, I don't like it. Anyway, so at this point, nothing was resolved. Okay. Oh yes, I think I don't know if I skipped that, but then he said the connect was Junebug. Girl, okay. And so Angela starts to, go off on Phaedra like, I can't believe you did this. Do you do it because you was jealous? Because I have a husband and you want a husband? And I was like, come on back here, sister. Don't nobody want no husband like Charles. You understand me? Charles ain't that nigga like you think he that nigga. Okay. He a kiki, alright? He a cook. But the nigga's an asshole. Okay? You can't throw that pin in nobody's face. Alright? I'ma say that. Alright. But I will say this once again. Because Phaedra been talking about this lady since day one, and you've been talking about this lady marriage. Again, you do look like the prime suspect that you would bring somebody, but for some reason, and coupled with the fact with all the things you've done, I don't know. I just don't think it was. I don't think it was none of the ladies, but I don't think it was. I feel like I need more evidence before I fully say it was Phaedra. Okay? So Phaedra bring up that Angela was in foreclosure. She was like, everybody already know that. Like, what we talking about? Okay? So Angela then said, do you bring your kids to see Apollo? And I was like, don't do that. Angela, don't do that. I feel like she started to lose her fight. Okay? She wasn't snapping back like she was throughout the duration of this season. She was acting on emotion at this point. Okay? So, Kelly, Shamia, and Kelly, of course, them two would think it was Britt. Y'all would think it's Britt. Y'all really would think it was Britt that set that up. I don't believe that either. Anyway, so we get to these whatever it's goes on posts, okay? So Kelly, marriage ended September 2024. She's about to open the doors to the Stranger Spring location. Spring, summer, spring done passed. We are now in the second month of summer. Okay, is it open? Is it open? Tell us about that baby. Is it open? Is that Sandy Springs location open? I can't say, y'all. Anyway, Shamia feels like this is the time to go off on Britt. Now that all her friends around, she got all this mouth. Okay, you didn't have none of this mouth at your concert. All right, but you got all this mouth in front of your friends, and now you won't beat Britt ass. Okay, Britt was like, "Is that a threat?" Y'all, Britt was eating them up. Okay, Britt was eating them up. So Britt is using her clean slate to open doors. I mean, to open her new insurance company. She's working on releasing Bare and Naked, probably with the money she's trying to sue Bravo for. Okay, like, So, Drew album release party. I mean, her album. Y'all know her album. Her album released in March of 2025. Real funky ass still in the basement. All right, we don't care. Shamia's single was released in 2025 March. Y'all, her now maybe I got it late, but one of her songs dropped on. I always listen to the YouTube music, and I like Shamia's single. It is really good. Like, that's in my playlist. Anyway, Phaedra is booked and busy. She's still letting Shaq clap them cheeks. Okay. Angela sold 3 of them houses, but 2 of them was lost. And she gonna come out with her fan G line, her little fan line. Okay, where them fans at? Not that kind of fan, but the little handheld fans. Okay, for the people that get hot fast. All right. Anyway, thought we was done. No, we not. 5 months later, just like the damn opening credits, they got stupid ass Portia. They had her running with a full face of makeup and fresh hair. Okay, now we see her ending with a full face of makeup, fresh hair on the treadmill. Portia, please just get out of our face. We don't need the dramatics. Okay. Apparently, she finally get the film in her house. And here come her damn pimping ass mama Diane walking in the door. She telling her the court date coming up. She wants the prenup enforced. Apparently Simon, y'all know Simon was detained and that divorce is on ice. Okay, Divine Assignment 2025. When I tell y'all this season was probably a shit show, it was funny, it was entertaining, it was not dark, it was light for me, in my opinion. I thought that the new ladies brought it. I wish that they had not taken Kenya off. I wish that they would have at least suspended her and Britt for a couple of episodes and then brought them back and then maybe not make them talk, but, you know, just be cordial with one another. We can do that. Portia did not anchor this show like y'all probably thought she did. Bringing Phaedra on was whack as a mother clucker. I liked Angela, and I liked the Drew was eating the girls up. Okay, Shamia, I really had high hopes for you, but you failed me. Kelly, from episode 1, I did not like you, and I stand on that. Britt pissed me off with what she did and how she kept poking and poking to get the Kenya experience. And she got the Kenya experience. Okay? That's on you, boo. That's on you. I will say this. Cynthia is not a good friend of the show. Don't bring no more friends up. Okay? I don't know who's going to return. I don't care who's going to return. I don't even know if they're going to return. Okay? Because at this point, they're saying that it possibly could be canceled. I don't know. But I just hope Drew get this damn divorce from Ralph. Okay? Because I'm over it. I don't want to see Ralph no more. Alright? Other than that, that was my thoughts about this. I did not do reunion looks. I'm probably not, but I will say this. Kelly looked bad. Phaedra looked bad. Portia looked good. Shamia actually looked good. Drew, something wasn't coordinating. I couldn't. Angela looked good. Okay, even Cynthia looked okay. You know, Cynthia always looked good. All right, that's what y'all gonna get from moi. That's all I got. Okay, so apparently it won't be on this Sunday. So I guess the reunion gonna start like the following week. Yeah, y'all did not stress me out that as much. You made me laugh. You made me curse. Okay, it was fine. It was fine. Okay, it was not bad. I'm gonna say that. Anyway, I will probably bring y'all Next Gen NYC tomorrow. It's gonna be early in the afternoon, like after 2:30, like around that, sometime after 3 o'clock. I'm not gonna give y'all a definite time, but sometime after 3 o'clock. And whatever else come on tomorrow, because Real Housewives of Miami, I'm gonna give y'all both of those tomorrow. I appreciate y'all. Again, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all, please don't eat me up too bad. All right? I'm sensitive, and I'm sensitive about my, okay?